Okay, so here I am. I'm still at the El Dorado Hot Springs, and so I'm going to keep them in the background. Pay attention because there's all kinds of good stuff here. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the hot springs while we're here. So when I talked about kitschy stuff, you know, this is what I'm talking about. Look what they've done. Can you see that's the gas pump behind me? Remember the old gas pumps? And they've really taken creativity and artwork and turned it into something super cool. So if you look here in the background, this is 2 electric parking spots if you have an RV, and then there's Motel California in this little oasis in the middle of the parking lot, and there's a restroom and a shower and everything in there. And I'm not really sure, I think they have 5 or 6 hot springs here where they've actually built them up themselves out of stone and local finds. They have hot tubs that were donated and that they've sealed up and turned into soaking tubs. And so I'm heading toward the outside of my personal favorite one, which is the duck pond. So I'm going to turn around here. It's right behind me. See the little sign? It's the duck pond, and there's literally a little duck pond in that one. But it's a super fun community. They have the corral, and those are the hot ones because they are closest to the actual source of the spring. And the ones out in the middle of the property here, the desert view, the sunset, the stargazer, are a little cooler, but they're a little more private because they're out on the land here and remote. And they're all surrounded by beautiful, well cared for bamboo. Because if you don't know, see, this is a whole bamboo line behind me. Because if you don't know, bamboo is really hard on nature, and it grows really rapidly and takes over. So it is a full-time job here to keep the bamboo under control. So I would highly recommend the hot springs here. The water is filled with the top 4 gases or ingredients in it are calcium, magnesium, lithium, and potassium. All really, really beautiful things that work synergistically together to help your body work better. Most Americans are low in magnesium for sure, and potassium. And do you know what happens to you? I saw this happen to somebody that I used to work with. When your potassium levels get really, really low, your muscles start locking up. Well, so does your heart. It can cause you to have an anxiety attack. So, potassium people, make sure you're taking your potassium or getting it in your food. So I've kind of strolled across the parking lot here. And this is that little center island that I was telling you about. And I just like how it's all put together. This is the restroom, and actually it's very private. It has a full toilet and everything in there. It's not anything scary. There's no compost for those of you out there in the world that think composting and haven't gotten into the whole composting toilet thing. I understand. There's also a shower here. I love this kitschy giant bathtub, and it's huge. It's like 12 feet long. It's enormous. Anyway, so this is where we are. More camp spots up front. I hope you come and visit this hot springs. I hope you support these wonderful people here and truly enjoy this amazing little place. And I'll see you next time.